every big YouTuber you admire, they're all stealing from each other. So in this video, I will show you my exact framework on how to replicate viral ideas like it's copying homework from smartest kid in class. We're focusing on 3 elements that actually get you clicks. And we're starting with thumbnails because they are the easiest to decode. Let's take Kallaway's thumbnail. For example, this thumbnail has 4 core elements: white background with subtle black lines, a graph showing you storytelling mechanics, Kallaway's face front and center, and a bold text saying addicting storytelling. This video has almost 2 million views in a pretty small niche, which is YouTube growth, and this means the thumbnail clearly worked. That's why other YouTubers started copying it. Look at Elias' version. Same white background, same graph aesthetic, same face-forward composition. But he changed the small text near the graph to fit his clothing brand angle as well as the main text. That's not plagiarism, that's pattern recognition. Or this thumbnail, Alex Hormozi blueprint video, over 3 million views. It looks different on the surface, but it's the same DNA, just remixed. And it's not the only time a viral thumbnail had been copied. Yellow background, blueprint map with full guide text, Alex standing on the right. Naturally, you'll find dozens of copies. Let me show you how to steal thumbnails that not only use the same psychological triggers as the original, but also feel fresh and new for the viewer. I call this framework the 60-20-20 rule. In 60%, you should copy the exact same structures of the thumbnail. The background, the main visual element like Elia did right here, or the general layout. This 60% is your foundation. Viewers make split-second decisions based on pattern recognition. When they see a familiar structure, their brain says, "Oh, I know what this is." Without that familiarity, they scroll past. That's why in 20%, you need to adapt existing elements to fit your specific video, like this software engineer thumbnail. He kept the blueprint aesthetic but changed the text and icons to fit his specific niche. This is where you maintain the psychological triggers that make the thumbnail work while making them relevant to your niche. The goal here is translation, not transformation. You're speaking the same visual language but with your own vocabulary. And here's the final piece: you must add something fresh so you're not a carbon copy. And that's what the last 20% stands for. The software engineer added a computer in the left corner for context. These unique elements prevent viewer fatigue and also gives you space to test what resonates with your specific audience. Most creators think thumbnail success is about Photoshop skills, but it's not. It's about understanding visual psychology and remixing proven patterns. Okay, now you know how to steal the thumbnail, but thumbnails without strong titles never work. You see, thumbnails and titles work together to create a curiosity gap. Fortunately, there's a formula to stealing high-performing titles and match them to your already stolen thumbnails. This Alex Hormozi video got 4.3 million views. The thumbnail is pretty basic. It's just Alex on a solid background. The title did all the heavy lifting. And once other creators saw it, they disseminated this title like a formula. Alex's title breaks down like this: how to action plus adjective solve shocking outcome. Here's a little trick. When you combine the psychology of a killer title with killer keywords and killer topics, your viewer has no choice but to watch your video. Okay, now you know how to package your videos with thumbnails and titles that actually work. If you catch the right format before everyone else in your niche, you don't just guarantee success, you become the standard that everyone else copies. And I'm not making these claims out of thin air. In the start of 2024, a trend started gaining traction. Gaming channels were ranking everything from worst to best. Videos like ranking every Mario game. This works really well because humans are obsessed with ranking systems. We can't resist watch someone put chaos into order. Jeff saw that trend and brought it to fitness. He started rating exercises for different body parts from F tier to S tier, and the results speak for themselves. That's the power of a stolen format executed correctly. A format is just how you present your topic. It's a skeleton that holds your video together. And choosing the wrong format will waste you months creating content but never getting views or money. Look for videos from the last 6 months with at least a 4x outlier performance. What's a 4x outlier? A video that got at least 4 times the views the channel's average video. And why 4x? Because everything else could be luck. 4x outlier means the format itself is driving views, not just creators' already existing audience. Let me show you how this works in practice. TJR was scrolling through YouTube when he discovered something. Long-form educational guides were absolutely crushing it in multiple niches. These weren't just performing well, they were 4x, 5x or even 10x outliers on their channels. And TJR realized nobody in the day trading space was doing this yet. So TJR had a 90-day window before his competition caught on with the trend. But despite that, TJR didn't just copy-paste the format and called it a day. Here's what would happen if TJR got this wrong. He could have looked at the dropshipping guides and thought, okay, they're showing product research and Shopify setup. I'll show the same thing but for day trading. Wrong approach. Dropshipping and day trading have completely different learning curves, different audience expectations, and different problems. The key is understanding the why behind a format. And the why, when it comes to long-form guides, is comprehensive education. People don't watch long-form guides for tactics. They watch it because they feel they're getting comprehensive education they can trust. So TJR kept the bones, minimal editing that allows for learning, and pacing that prioritizes education over entertainment. But he changed the flash. In dropshipping, you show people how to find winning products and set up a store. But in day trading, you show them how to place a trade, how to set a stop loss, and how to manage the risk. Same format, but different execution.